You ever think the universe is playing a joke on you? Like after everything you've been through, someone just pops up and says, "Gotcha!" and you're supposed to laugh it off. That's what happened to us. For centuries, we've been fighting these eldritch monstrosities. Imagine the worst nightmare you've ever had. Multiply it by 1,000, and you might come close. They came from nowhere, or everywhere, and just started tearing our world apart. We tried everything. Bullets, bombs, chemicals, fire. Nothing worked. These things would regenerate, adapt, and come back stronger. They'd laugh if they had mouths. But then, after years of collective desperation, someone figured it out. It wasn't a scientist or a general, just a regular person who decided to try something different. Emotion. Turns out, the one thing these monsters couldn't handle was our feelings. Not just any feelings, but raw, unfiltered humanity. The anger of a mother protecting her child, the grief of losing a loved one, the joy of a child's laughter. These emotions had power. We weaponized it. The first time we hurt one, really hurt it, the thing recoiled in shock. It tried to regenerate, but the emotional onslaught kept it down. For the first time, they knew fear. And then, just like that, they started to talk. "It was just a test," one of them said, its voice like nails on a chalkboard. "We were just testing you." Testing us? For what? Our resilience? Our ingenuity? Our capacity to suffer? "It's just a prank, bro," another one chimed in, trying to mimic our language and failing miserably. They sounded like a bad stand-up comedian. The rage I felt then was beyond anything I'd ever experienced. All this death, all this pain, and it was just a test? They tried to backtrack, to explain. They said they were preparing us for something worse. Something coming from beyond even their comprehension. They were supposed to be the lesser evil, the trainers for the apocalypse gym. How convenient. It's funny, really. You spend your whole life fighting a demon, only to find out it was your coach all along. Do you thank it? Do you kill it? Do you even believe it? We didn't have a chance to decide. Some people wanted revenge, others wanted answers. There were those who believed them and those who saw it as another trick. Our unity, forged in blood and fire, began to fracture, and that's when the real enemy showed up. I wish I could say we fought them off with our newfound emotional weapons, but the truth is, they were beyond that, beyond anything we could comprehend. The things we'd been fighting, they were just shadows compared to this new threat, and we were hopelessly unprepared. But amidst the chaos, we found something. In our despair, we discovered the strength to endure, not because of some grand destiny or indomitable spirit, but because we had no other choice. We fought, we fell, and we kept getting back up, not out of defiance, but out of sheer stubbornness. The monsters, both old and new, watched us with what I can only describe as curiosity. They seemed to be learning from us, adapting, and maybe in some twisted way, they respected us, not for our strength, but for our persistence. In the end, it wasn't about winning or losing. It was about surviving, about finding those small moments of hope amidst the darkness. It was about being human in a universe that seemed to have no place for humanity. So here we are, still fighting, still surviving. We don't know what's coming next, and we're not sure we'll be ready for it. But we've learned one thing. The universe is a lot more complicated than we ever imagined. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real test.